This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for November 21st, 2020, Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern. When we begin to, as we journey within more and more and learn to stay within, our time here is magical. There is an incredible energy and consciousness always available to each of us. We have infinite possible thoughts to think about in each moment. And when we just open up and enjoy this mystical supernatural journey, we can sit back and open our eyes and let go of the wheel. And we're all singing that magical carpet ride song with each other right now. The trick that's played on civilization is to not be seduced by external reality. To understand what it is one thing, but to be seduced over and over again into it, which is easy to do since we've been so trained to it, that it's, for some of us, it's difficult to stay out of it. But to be consciously aware is very important. All the things that we, and understand, it's not inside you, it is all outside. And immature love, for instance, immature love says, I love because I need you. While mature love says, I need you because I love you. Immature love says, I love because I need you. While mature love says, I need you because I love you. Now, some of us might have been fortunate enough to meet someone in life who constantly triggers us. Unknowingly, they push some hidden secret button which instantly launches inside you a state of anger, hurt, blame, or fear when you turn into a frightened little mouse or a fire-breathing dragon. You ever had that experience? Now, this person could be your best friend, your lover, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, or a neighbor across the street. It could also be an impersonal figure on TV, a political party, a work competitor, or perhaps a group of unjustified terrorists you've never met in a country you've never, ever, ever visited. Anyone who can set you off balance where your sense of peace is instantly lost is your greatest teacher and has a powerful, enlightened lesson to give you. Now, perhaps some of you have heard of a man named Jesus who spoke many truths. One of them was learning how to love the enemy. Now, this may be the greatest challenge that mankind has ever come across because we simply have forgotten one key ingredient. The essential purpose of this teaching is that we get to immediately be catapulted into our life's highest vibration and consciousness. When we embrace that person, which you absolutely cannot embrace, and love that part which is deeply unlovable, your life takes on a truly profound meaning and mission. You discover a freedom, a limitless joy, and a lightness inside you that cannot and will not ever be disturbed by anything or anyone. The amount of energy we lose in hating, judging, or resisting someone is extremely draining and unnecessary. We've all heard this. Whatever you resist persists. You always become that which you cannot embrace. You always become that which you cannot embrace. So no matter how awful the person may be, that one little thing which you just cannot accept about them is the master over you. Now, we all create enemies in life because there is something inside of them which we should not, cannot, and absolutely will not own within ourselves. For example, if you're upset and often triggered by your partner because they are a control freak, you are rejecting some part of yourself at some moment in your day where you're not okay with having no control. Our issues are always in our tissues. Our issues are always in our tissues, and usually date back many lifetimes, or perhaps as recent as your childhood dramas. They can be so ingrained that you may be willing to get divorced, fired, or even choose to leave the country instead of choosing to have compassion for this person and change your reaction to come from love. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Really. A little trick you can do the moment you feel yourself being stepped on or triggered by someone else is to step back emotionally, mentally, and or physically. Consciously moving back even a few extra centimeters to give you space can be enough for you to shift into a more expanded perspective and understanding. If you're in a car and have no place to move, just take one deep breath and imagine that your energy is as vast and expansive as the entire sky. Experiment with what it's like to listen to this person from a higher sky-like perspective, where you see the experience from a cosmic or worldview level. And from here, you can imagine the radical and super sacred lesson this person is unconsciously attempting to teach you. It's often a lesson that will empower you, enlighten you, and redefine you in a way you've never known yourself before. We judge others because we don't understand how powerful we truly are. Once you see it, that you are a soul who is on an infinite journey through time, space, for eternity, you will be kind and compassionate to everyone because you will see them again and again and again. You cannot escape from this universe or the spiritual lessons it's going to teach you. You can pretend you are above it all, yet if you have any level of inner conflict inside yourself with anyone, you haven't yet mastered what you came here to learn. The moment you start seeing like the moment you start seeing life as a non-serious playfulness, all the burden on your heart disappears. The moment each of us starts seeing life as non-serious, a playfulness, all the burden on your heart disappears. All the fear of death, of life, of love, everything disappears. One starts living with a very light weight or almost no weight. So weightless, one becomes. One can fly in the open sky, Osho. And you will see that in real time. We will experience that in real time. It's important important to understand your mind has the power to make anybody into your best friend or worst foe. Until the mind has realized the truth of who you really are, it will continue to judge and make assumptions which are not true. Loving your enemy starts and ends with understanding their wounds, belief system, and childhood conditioning. Through listening deeply to what your enemy is really feeling behind their words, you can see why they are exactly the way they are. The next time they trigger your button, you will react less, have more compassion instead, because you understand their core wounding. Compassion naturally arises when you know the depth of pain the other is holding inside. When you see that your enemy is doing their best in life with the resources and information they've been fed, and that you would be just like them if you were born in their mother's womb, you will learn how to relax and let go. And the more sensitive you are to their experiences of life, the deep challenges they face every day, the more detached you become from your ego's point of view and can find a place for them in your heart. Devote yourself to living in a constant state of compassion. You will find a warm light grows inside you, and joyous, freeing feeling surfaces with everyone you encounter. You can discover that who you are is the source of love. And this is the sacred secret to expanding your energy and becoming the most contagious, empowering, magnetic, creating into reality, moving energy into form, manifesting experience in your universe. We are all in this life together. No one is separate from the other, as each unique part affects and creates the whole. With over 8 billion people on this planet, you're going to encounter 8 billion plus different belief systems, which will not always agree with each other about everything. So to get along with everyone here, the secret is learning how to accept the parts you cannot change and change the parts you can. It's about moving beyond your personal belief system and unraveling this defensive, protective ego. Whatever your ego tends to project, blame and shame on the other, is always a strategy to hide this information about itself. So you don't have to be wrong and transform your own life. If you look deeper inside into your past, you'll notice there is a pattern here where your first judgment started and continued. It is in the initial reaction where you'll discover the key that unlocks the door to your finding the ultimate state of freedom. The danger that we all are presented with is ourselves. Nothing else. Nothing externally. Everything is within. Which is the real power? Which is the real power? Is it to increase prosperity or bring about peace? That which results in peace is the highest perfection, Sri Ramana Maharishi. If you have trouble identifying your core beliefs, remember that they are highly emotional and deeper than having subtle preferences about your life. They are statements that say that this is the way life is, and it cannot be any other way. A preference tends to bend, while a belief will crack our very foundation of shaken. If all we had were preferences about ourselves and life, it would be a much easier and more enjoyable ride. Yet the ego wants safety, security, and thus creates a firm, rigid structure about who we are and who we are not. These ideas create difficulty and an extra feeling of challenge in our relationships with work, money, intimate relationships, lifestyle, sex, physique, health, food, etc. The list goes on forever. And wherever you are challenged in life, in this life, you have a rigid belief holding you down. The ideas you have about you have been there a very, very, very long time and may not budge very easily if you try to uproot them. This is the good news. The bad news. The trick here is to take ownership. That's key, is to take ownership of the belief that is creating the problem. Declare full responsibility for it, and then completely release all identification with it. The greater the freedom we experience, the deeper the challenge must be. And when you see that you created every aspect of your identity and are no longer a victim on any level, you become empowered to become an undefinable being, a soul who is multidimensional and constantly playing in the creativity of reality, however you wish it to be. Approach this exploration of unraveling yourself in the most gentle, patient, and unconventional way. Don't try to fix anything you find. If you think something is broken, you're simply not seeing the gift or strength it's creating deeper within you. The tendency is for the mind to replace every negative self-esteem with a positive self-esteem, as that would be an unending, tiresome, slippery hill to climb. Because how the ego would like to be will never, ever be good enough. How the ego would like to be will never, ever, ever, ever be good enough. If all you did was just look for things to appreciate, you would live a joyous, spectacular life. Abraham Hicks. We all of us, have forgotten how amazing, how incredible, how brilliant, special, and extremely powerful we truly are. There is this mass hypnosis going on all around us, for all our friends and family, also forgotten their super manifesting powers and magnetic abilities. The hypnosis is so deep, they may not even know they are pretending to be normal like everyone else, just to fit in with the rest of this mankind. The step out and dehypnotize, to step out and dehypnotize oneself from this comfortable sheep-like mentality and step into your divine greatness, you must make a radical shift, which may feel like risking everything you have and who everyone thinks you are. Radical transformation requires radical risk. If you want to play small, think small, take small risks, you will tend to manifest small results. If you want to live large, be financially abundant and free, you must accept there are no boundaries to what you can manifest. There's no limits. And once you're ready to take this big risk, write down a commitment to yourself that you are going to become permanently, in all ways, financially free in the next 5 to 10 years of your life or sooner. Write down the date. An amazing, creative, miraculous thing happened during this time, and you'll feel the switch turn on. The commitment is best made now, not tomorrow or next week. You want to jump on the opportunity while the momentum is happening now. This is all focus, yet not a participation. Life is full and overflowing with the new, but it's necessary to empty out the old to make room for the new to enter. This is a constant process. The bigger the challenge in life, the greater the reward will be. Once you have manifested, created into reality, moved energy into form, total financial freedom, you move beyond it. You move beyond it. It is something that has been done and always is. And you recognize this within, not outside, not external reality, not the external influences. And what is freedom to each and every one of us? Freedom is truly our choice. It's your choice every day. The decision to liberate ourselves for the betterment of everyone in our lives. This is a commitment we make to ourselves. The commitment we make to ourselves, which is moving the very fabric, frequencies of all that there is, ever will be, ever beyond and forever. We, each of us, collectively, are shifting frequencies and energies every split second, every atomic second, every quantum particle of existence. It isn't anything outside of you that's doing anything. It is you that's doing everything to the outside of everything. And the shift that everyone talks about, the external waves of energy, the timeline shift, this and that, is you, each and every single one of us, collectively together as one, who are individually from the perspective of raising our vibrational frequencies to the extent where everyone on this planet is deeply affected. And that's exactly what we're doing now in these meditations. You are financial freedom. If financial freedom isn't outside of you, you are financial freedom. It is your choice to make. It isn't a joke. It isn't wishful thinking. It is part of your core existence. We're magnets. We're omnipotently powerful. This is through the heart mind. This isn't the ego mind. Each of our vibrational frequencies, as we emit them, it determines the outcome of the existence of this civilization and planet. Nothing outside of you determines anything. We must vigilantly watch our inner gardens with great reverence if we desire our vibrational harmony to continue to intensify and continue to expand. We must be aware of how we think about ourselves and are treating ourselves energetically when it comes to everything. Not just the money, not just the wealth, the riches, the prosperity, the health, everything. And the option is always there all day long as to how we are imagining ourselves to be. When we hang out with people, who are deep in feelings of financial confidence and peace with money, we see the transfer of this connection via osmosis. Each time we think about anything, it is a crucial investment in what literally manifests for us. There is such a powerful manifesting force inside of us. It can't be measured. And once we respect it, own its power, then everything on this planet will be overflowing with financial freedom, love and joy and peace, prosperity, bliss. You, each of us, not going to be, not someday, are a super powerful magnet for everything you want in your life. Everything. And the financial freedom that everybody talks about is just one of those things. We think we can pull it from externally. It isn't. It's within. And all of you sitting and waiting for the financial shift, which you are an integral part of. The money just flows to those who believe in themselves and their vision of the future they want to live in. That's the paradise that we are forming on the planet, each and every single one of us. Understand that every need is met already. The answer to every problem is met already. Abundance on every level is met already. To grow spiritually is met already. You are not living by mankind laws. Moving energy into form or miracles taking place all the time. Always the thought of prosperity and abundance. Know that doing so sets in motion forces that will bring it into being. It's time for the civilization, those who are awake enough, to release their own self-bondage. Once and for all, remove themselves from the perspective of being constantly seduced into the external world, the physical, material world. The financial freedom for this civilization, the prosperity, the wonderful health, the joy and the peace of all of us that are reflected within us, that are within us, reflected outward, will become as amazingly bright as the sun. And the sun is the biggest magnet in our solar system, and it attracts everything towards it because it is the largest mass source of energy in our presence. So naturally, with its massive magnitude and size, it holds all the planets in a close, consistent orbit around itself. As long as the sun is the biggest body of energy, everything in our solar system, we will always be in a magnetic pole around it. The same principle applies to all of our current financial situation. The bigger our energy is, each of us, the larger the sum of finance, wealth, prosperity, abundance, you will consistently magnetize. And just as the sun allows each planet to remain circulating around it at the same approximate distance each month, you too can magnetize the perfect amount of prosperity, abundance that continuously flows into you. And the main secret for all of us here is learning how to amplify our energy so large that we become bigger than the amount of anything we want to attract. And when you're mentally and emotionally bigger than the sun you desire, it has to magnetically find its way to you. The key is knowing how to release your lower frequencies that keep you pinned down in order to make space for bigger energy to enter. And to increase our energy, we must release the stuff that's not serving us anymore. By making room with yourself, you're becoming more magnanimous and have space to allow in all that you desire. And something, as we're approaching this flood, this transfer of wealth to the civilization, since money is a mirror of our consciousness, the more comfortable we are with being powerful, the more money we are likely to create in our lives. Shakti going. Here's something to ask yourselves before we go further with this meditation. When things get tight and tough, how do you respond? Do you respond with a calm confidence, or do you freak out and flap your emotional wings in a panic? When each of us accept every financial challenge as a gift to help push us deeper into creating a stronger, trusting relationship with this financial energy that we've created, we can melt our frustration and resistance to it. Find a way to even appreciate the challenge we are given. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is to relax our bodies, head to toe, inside and out. Only you can relax your body. You are the master of your body. The body is not your master. Your intimate relationship with your body. How you feel about your body. How you communicate with your body. Instead of fear, it is love. How you communicate with your body. Relaxing it. All the things, remember, you're a super powerful magnet. Each of us are. And as we become more clear and consciously aware of that, we become much more aware of our thoughts and how we perceive things. So with the body, you attract all kinds of tensions, anxieties, fears, frustrations, many of which you aren't even aware of. So you let them go. You literally let them go. They fall off of you. They are no longer there. So the body relaxes deeply. That's why some of you fall asleep. So as you relax the body, head to toe, inside and out, you're the master. Move into the now. And the now is all we have. You can argue that with yourself till you're blue in the face. But the now is all we have. We don't have the past. We've already experienced the past. The past was the now. It is now no more. The future is not created because we create the future in the now. And when we do have full trust in ourselves and the gods that we are, we won't be concerned about the future. The flow will be natural for us. Some of us go into a past where we reminisce. Some of us will dig up the past constantly, reminiscing, making statements and stuff from years and years ago that have no bearing or meaning whatsoever. It is just the ego pushing us to re-explore those things. Some of us will stay in the past so long that we will bring the past into a future that doesn't exist. We will create that past from that future. We will create that future from that past. And we will relive that past in that future. That's why so many people on this planet believe that they're in some kind of a cage because they never seem to be getting anywhere. Because they're going over old tracks that no longer exist. The future, some of us will wander off into a future that doesn't exist and incessantly try to exist in that future. And all along we skip over the most precious, the now. The now stills the mind. It stills the ego. It stills the subconscious. All that chatter that we are all presented with, all that noise, incessantly thoughts, are stilled and we move into the space between heartbeats. We move into the calmness, the goodness. Moment to moment, whatever you're doing in this very now moment is all there is all there will ever be. So as the body's relaxed and we're in the now, how do we stay in the now? Our breath. Our breath is divine positive energy. How is it? It holds the kingdom of God within it. The breath is much more than we know. So this divine positive energy, whenever you are aware that you are wandering off into a future that doesn't exist, or reminiscing into a past that's gone, focus on your breath. It's a simple understanding. And as soon as you focus on your breath, you are in the now. So, in a relaxed state, through the center of our bodies, from the bottom of our spine all the way to the top of our heads, we take our divine positive energy, we merge it with the God force, love, light energy, and we effortlessly bring them up through the center of our bodies, through these wheels of light, these energy vortexes, chakras, bridges between the astral plane and the physical, between the etheric, spiritual plane and the physical. If we start with the root chakra, the Muladhara, career, money, mindset, sense of belonging, each one of these chakras has a flower within it, and in the center a geometrical shape, all different. So the red wheel of light, the root chakra, represents our foundation and feeling of being in the now. It's at the base of the spine, the tailbone area, the coccyx. The emotional issues or survival issues such as financial independence, money and food, physical association, spine, rectum, legs, arms, circulatory system. And then we move into the orange wheel of light, the sacral chakra, the vadhisthana, sexuality and pleasure. It's our connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. It's in our lower abdomen, 2 inches below the navel and 2 inches in. Emotional issues or sense of abundance, well-being, pleasure, sexuality, physical association, reproductive organs, kidneys, bowels, immune system. And then we move into the golden yellow wheel of light, the solar plexus chakra, the manipura, personal power and ability to channel. It's our ability to be confident in the flow, in the now of our lives. It's in the upper abdomen and the stomach area. Emotional issues are self-worth, self-confidence, self-esteem. Physical association, central nervous system, pancreas, liver, digestive tract, skin. Then we move to the emerald green wheel of light, the anahata. Love, relationships, and self-acceptance. It is our ability to love. It is our true nature. It is a natural state of being. It's the center of the chest just above the heart. Emotional issues are love, joy, and inner peace. Physical association, heart, thymus, lower lungs, circulatory system, and immune system. Then we move to the blue wheel of light, the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. It's our self-expression. It's our ability to communicate. It's in the throat. Emotional issues are communication, self-expression of feelings, the truth. Physical association, thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, and vocal cords. Third eye chakra, ajna, intuition, sense of purpose, and direction in life. It's our ability to focus on and see the big picture. Some of us don't see the trees in the forest or the forest. Others see the trees, but not the forest. Others see the forest and not the trees. Some of us see it all. Location is the forehead between the eyes, called the brow chakra. emotional issues, intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions, physical associations, pituitary gland, eyes and sinuses. And we move to the violet wheel of light, the crown chakra, the sahasrara, connection to the divine. This is the highest chakra, represents our ability to be fully connected spiritually. The very top of our heads. Emotional issues are inner and outer beauty. It's our connection to pure spirituality and pure bliss, the God, the pure consciousness. Physical association, pineal gland, brain, nervous system. Now we have taken, and you watch this through your heart, mind's motion picture, and we moved it all the way to the top of our head, and we hold it briefly. I am light, I am love, I am, and we condense and compress it into pure liquid energy, omnipotently powerful, and we release it over our pineal gland, which is always under attack, which is always being suppressed, shrunk, calcified, fluoridated. So as we do this, you can view how you see the pineal gland in your heart, mind, motion pictures. I see it as a green ball, a rosebud. And as I release this liquid energy over it, it explodes into a beautiful, vibrant, massive, multicolored petaled rose, emitting a beautiful fragrance and sending out soft waves, misty waves of pure consciousness, pure love, deep eternal love, gratitude, and an open awareness to everything and nothing and nothing. It removes once it's fully functional, it removes all the gateways, all the locks. It expands us out into the astral plane. All existence, all consciousness, and beyond. All the particles of existence and consciousness, and beyond. We're also consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest eternal gratitude. We're merged. We're one. Even the ego mind, the illusions, the heart mind, the soul, the spirit, the higher self, the God, the pure consciousness, all one. We are heaven literally on this earth. And every step that we take is paradise. We have others with us now. The archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. Trillions of them. They're a civilization that vibrates at a different frequency than we do. We have the ascended masters. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Shana, Sananda, Jesus, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thought, Yahweh, Yeshua, and many, many, many more. Both are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest and deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest and deepest eternal gratitude. In other words, all of our vibrational frequencies must be at a high harmonics for us to be in this meditation, liberation of this planet. Now the archangels, we don't see them like we see each other because of their vibrational frequency. Like we do meet with them and interact with them on a regular basis. We'll cross the planet. And when we are, we don't realize it till we leave. And then it dawns on us. Within us, we connect. That was an angel. That was phenomenal. Now, a large number, thousands, can surround any one of us at any one time because of their vibrational frequency. They can have 50, 60,000 in one small space. The ascended masters, these are those who have mastered ascension into body, out of body, old pure consciousness, God form. We are mastering ascension into body, creating our experiences while in physical form, so that we can perfect our creation. And are all of us one? Are we interrelated, connected? Since we're all one, we are different facets of each other, constantly learning from one another. So yes. So we're compelled to call out to all the other facets and aspects of all of us. Natural state of being, isn't it? So we call out to all light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever be, and forever. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of this circle of light. And they come in the gigaplexes. One gigaplex fills this entire universe. They come in the trillions from every direction, and they are with us now. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, and Garta and beneath earth. Many, many, many civilizations and species, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming of the circle of light. They come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all the off-worlders, galactics, celestials, and only those that are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, to form the circle of light. Now, we're only familiar with a handful of them, somewhat. Over 1,000 travel through the solar system every single day. Over trillions travel throughout the universes every single day. The ones that we're somewhat familiar with, this includes all the species and levels of all these civilizations, the good, the not so good, and the bad, understanding that only the highest harmonic vibrational frequencies that we maintain as the one allows us to be in this meditation of complete liberation of this planet Earth Gaia into the higher frequencies and densities of deep, pure, eternal love and gratitude and paradise. We have the Pleiadians, Sirians, Andromedans, Arcturians, Zeta Reticuli, Feline, and we have the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian. The Golden Pyramid. Yeah, many, many, many more. Now, they've been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and slavery. And they come in billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and the forming of this circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth Gaia area in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light, in this liberation. We're unfamiliar with a handful of them and their frequencies, consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. Now they come in the trillions, shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, of which many we have never seen. somewhat familiar with. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, and the minotaur. Many, many, many more. And in the trillions, they are with us now. We're all one. Arm in arm, hand in hand, all of our gods as one. We're all love. And our God force energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond and forever, and it continues to intensify and it continues to expand. We're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, and abundance. We immediately form a massive circle of light. This is the high vibrational harmony of our core being of deep eternal love and gratitude. It is Source Creator, pure consciousness, pure God. It is so massive and brilliant that it grays out the darkness of space. It floods us all, eternally, perpetually, inside and out, head to toe, with the deepest of eternal love and gratitude, abundance, peace, joy. And it continues to intensify and expand. So we begin to levitate up above this planet. And as we do, we're met with a gossamer field, an ocean of glitter, little micro-fine mirrors of vibrant colors reflecting all of us gathered for this meditation, liberation of this planet. All different aspects, facets of us. And we're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We call upon and are met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is the column that reminds all of us of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We are then met with the white fire. This is the column that reminds us all that we are imbued head to toe, inside and out, eternally, with a God, light, love, force, energy of our very creation. Nothing can penetrate it externally. No power, no influence, no seduction, no frequency can penetrate. We are protected 24/7 eternally, but only you have the power. That if you decide to lower your vibrational frequencies in harmonics, low enough through hatred, greed, anger, stress, fear, anxiety, dishonesty, greed, manipulation, you will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so you will allow all of the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. If you do decide to do this, you are then met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column that reminds us all that we will bring in the purple transmuting flame. We will transmute all of these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance. We will send them to pure consciousness where they are vaporized and no more. We are then met with the violet ray. This is a column that reminds us all that we will bring in the violet ray. We will purify and cleanse the area where the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were. We will seal the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our harmony, our harmonics, our vibrational frequencies of deep eternal love and gratitude. We are then met with the golden light, pink light. This is the column that reminds us all that we are the sunsets. We are the sunrises. We are the sun. We are the sunlight. We are the rain. We are the rainbows. We are the mountains, the rivers, the oceans, the streams, the creeks. We are the stars. We are the forest, the trees, the sky, the clouds. We are everything. Now we continue to levitate above this planet, and as we do, some of us step outside the physical forms, those of us who are carrying them, and float effortlessly above them. We come across a massive crystalline light tower. We created this tower. It's larger than the solar system. In the center of it, we see effortlessly this oblong sphere. And in the center of it is this beautiful golden white light that's just like sparkling, and it's sending out warm waves of mist that saturate us head to toe, inside and out, immediately and perpetually. All of us, all life, the highest supreme value in the universe is with deep eternal love and gratitude. Feel it, because it is you. And then all the colored bands of light around it. Vibrant colors, all sending out warm mist waves. Gratitude, joy, bliss, prosperity, happiness, generosity and humbleness, kindness and gentleness, tranquility and benevolence. All of these waves flooding and saturating us. You can feel it, and you can see it through your heart, minds, motion pictures. It is you. It is your natural state of being. It is your essence. At the top of this column, we've designed it so that the golden ocean can come flooding down 360 degrees, as it's doing perpetually right now. Flooding all of us, head to toe, inside and out, with the purest of deepest eternal love. We are all drops of that golden ocean, and we hold that golden ocean's essence. The ocean is the drops, and the drops are the ocean. There's no separation. It is an illusion. We then see our meditative sphere. It sets center circle. We all created this sphere almost 3 years ago. It houses well over 1,000 of our meditations in perpetual motion. And you wonder why this planet is ascending, and the civilization ascending, and our expansiveness into higher vibrational frequencies of deep eternal love and gratitude. All of us assembled here from everything and everything, from every area, every location in all existence, to assist with the liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now in this meditation, as we do every day. See how massive this high intensity love light energy is. It is all of us. Flooding and saturating all of us, all life, the highest supreme value, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And this is why this sphere continues to intensify and continues to expand, and it can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. You are the power. You are the love. You are the gratitude. You are this powerful manifesting magnet. Embrace your consciousness and awareness of this through the heart mind. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. easy breath in through the nose, and then easy breath out through the mouth. Move slowly. Each of us are enough to deserve or to have what we want. By being vigilantly aware of every poverty-stricken thought we think, we can stop regurgitating them and repeating them permanently. Then we can replace each one with a trusting, abundant thought, which will increase our feelings of self-worth, boosting our magnetic value. Everyone has already a set monetary magnet value they've established for themselves. This is the amount of abundance that you believe you deserve to receive. And if you wish to triple, quadruple, or eternally expand, that equal expansion of how valuable you are is the primer. What is your time, information, and skills worth in this existence? They are priceless. They are worth more than any amount of money can handle. Take this with you the rest of the day into the evening and night and the following morning. And we will return here Sunday, November 22nd, 2020 at 3 p.m. Eastern to continue our global guided meditation called the liberation of this planet Earth Gaia. Are you in this now? Into a paradise